Today is Saturday, July 9, 2016. It is 3:07 p.m. I'm on the public Facebook page, as you can see here, of James Gagner, Town of Warren Selectmen, which is a public group. So we're going to explore the Facebook page, which is public. So first thing we have here is James Gagner at Gigi's Pizzeria, posted 21 hours ago in West Warren, and saying new sign looks great. And let's see, then we have Scott Mansfield, that is ridiculous. Let's see, 11 replies by, I'm assuming these are people from Warren. So I will slowly scroll down so you can read the comments. I won't read all these. This is nothing of interest to me. Alright, moving on. Amy Gagnon, alright, youth football. Post, looks like a coupon. Dick's Sporting Goods. Alright, then a post from Amy Gagnon. Okay. Moving on. Joseph J. Cavello. Oh, this is interesting. So this gentleman says, okay everyone, I want to preface with the fact that I am not complaining or looking to ruffle any feathers. I noticed that my property taxes went up $500 from fiscal year 2015 to fiscal year 2016. I consider myself a conservative, but I am also pragmatic. If we are going to be taxed, I'd like to see it put to good use. Is there anything that this increase has funded to make Warren a better place, or plans, blah, blah, blah. And let's see what we have for comments. View one more comment. Let's see. Are we able to vote? All right, so James Gagner then posted, as you can see right here. The tax rate is based upon what is approved for spending on the floor at town meetings. Borrowing money and spreading the debt over time will have little or no impact on the tax rate. When we vote to fund immediate expenditures, the money will be added to the tax rate. Last year, the voters approved many immediate expenditures, resulting in a higher tax rate to be able to come up with the approved funds. The next town meeting is July 20 at the Quaboag Regional. Okay, moving on here. Summer meals program. Okay, James Gagner, Warren, Mass. Police Department posted July 7, 1:28 p.m. And he says, K9 will be on the street soon. And the Warren, Mass. Police Department post says, I would like to thank the anonymous donor who gave the police department a $100 donation for the K9 account. This account was set up so that people could donate towards the costs associated with Murray. Murray is done with phase 1 of his advanced training and will begin the final phase in the next few weeks. We hope to see him with K9 Handler Officer Joseph Flower riding in the patrol unit soon. And let's see, view 2 more comments. Okay. So James Gagner tells the public, you can bring a check to the police station made out to Warren Police Department and put, quote, K9, end quote, in the memo section. And Officer Murray says thank you. Okay, so moving on. Oops. Then we have another post here. Gagner on July 7, 1:34 p.m. I'll leave that there. I'm not going to read it. Okay, so this is kind of what piqued my interest right here. A very interesting post from David Johnson. who is a mutual friend, happens to be of Adam Collis, who also lives in Warren. And David Johnson's profile, he's also a Warren firefighter. And this is interesting, so this is why I wanted to video this. So, Selectman Jim, I propose a simple name change to this group. We can call it the Let's Drive Everything Away from Warren group. Social media is a wonderful creature, and it only feeds off negativity. We are to be moving Warren forward, not 30 steps backward. We notice how I say we, that also includes me, have had complaints about certain policies or departments in this town. The constant complaint of belittling of subjects make this little town look like a gigantic cesspool. The town people are not the only ones who look at this page. Imagine being a potential business or invested looking to make something out of one of the buildings in town and seeing the negativity. Detroit sounds better than Warren on this page. If there is a complaint or something you need to address, there is a phone number attached to every department and person in power of this town. Use it. Also, for the same handful of people that complain about everything and also feed the negativity, may I suggest Beverly Hills? They have nice roads and green grass out there this time of year. One last note, before the handful of people threaten me and or other individuals that have the same point of view as I, put your big boy and or girl pants on and think about what you say before you say it. They taught us that in elementary school. Let's move this town forward and try to get something positive posted. Okay, so now going down to the comments regarding this. So I will read the comments of the post I just read, starting from the top. Chris Mendrick, Johnson, this town has no possibility to move forward with all, quote, these people living in it. It is a true shame, man. Well said, though. Grace Pensinger, very good points, David Johnson. Positively makes things move forward. James Gagner, I hear what you are saying, but to date no one from the department has said anything about it without being prompted. I think the people are looking for answers. I fielded way too many calls on this and nothing was done until the post began. Stuff happens, but that's the reaction to that stuff that people look for. Okay, then David Johnson posts right here. But that's the reaction that people look for. That would be my point. Once again, move forward. Read the post again in case anyone missed anything. James Gagner, David, I get it. I don't blame your dad, which, to my understanding, is David Johnson Sr., who is the Warren Water District Superintendent, meaning I blame your dad. I think he's the sacrificial lamb. And that comment caught my attention. The real issue and the one that should be addressed at the meeting is why has this not been brought before the town earlier, before it became a problem? This should have been fixed years ago. And that comment was July 5 at 7:30 p.m. And, two people like it. Okay. All right, so then David Johnson up here says, Jim, as a brother, meaning they're both on the fire department, Warren Fire Department, once again, do you see the power of social media not to put anyone on the spot? It causes people to get a temper and to say things they don't mean to. I could honestly care less if it is a relative of mine, yours, or my neighbor's, but that is the talk of the town. That is not my point. My point being we need to keep the negativity out of your page, meaning this page says James Gagner, comma, Town of Warren Selectmen. So does that mean that this Facebook page is the Town of Warren Selectmen page? if it's not the official Town of Warren Selectmen page, then it's perceived by Jim Gagner's title that it says Town of Warren Selectmen. So I would think that could this page be perceived that it's connected to the Town of Warren, and could the Town of Warren be responsible for any content of what Jim Gagner says as a public official? Make a call, not a rage post that this feeds off of. And let's see, people liked it. Okay. Jim Gagner, point taken, July 5, 7:38 p.m. And then Chris Mendrick, truth. Patty Gangoris, just the end of the conversation, but bet for everyone, why ruin good friendships over something so stupid? James Gagner, Dave and I have known each other too long to let that happen. As soon as the tone goes off, it's business as usual. Let's see, maybe so, but Thrive Off Wars, Facebook figured that one out a long time ago. David Johnson, in my point yet again, wars, a direct stream from negative TV. I hope that everyone who reads the post takes a second to stop and think before they act. It's unfortunately that people argue this, but it's human nature. However, keep it out of the hands of social media. It gets blown way out of class. Be civil. Okay, and then let's see. Mike Murray, not to jump in, but I see points and they were articulated well. I sense no anger here. Just some points that personally I agree with had to be made. Moving Warren forward should be every town's personal goal. With all the negativity that's been brought into social media, I agree Detroit looks better. That's what they all have direct numbers for, that's all. Okay, next comment from Mark. So silence and positively are beneficial for productive growth. Decades of silence and lack of attentive ears have brought us to where we are. David Johnson, there always is one, always one, please do elaborate. And then we got more replies to this. Smart comments, nothing to elaborate. Sarcasm for sarcasm, perfect, the way I like to think. All right, I lived in Warren 11 years and had to move due to unfortunate circumstances, but if I had the chance to move my children back there where I raised them, I would. Any town, let's see, town big or small has its problems. Talking about how they're trying to fix both pros and cons. All right, I guess there's no need to read because there's quite a few here, so if I do this, I'm going to be reading every single thing. Let's see. See more. All right, I'll just... Oops. So I'll just leave this here so people can read it. So the time is currently 3:20 p.m. All right, and then, okay, we have another post right here by Mr. David Johnson, who's addressing it to Emily. I respect what you have to offer on the table of discussion, as I hope you can mine. My initial drive for the outcome of this post was to make residents that follow this page aware that 90% of the posts that have come from this page are concerns and or problems that have escalated to threats, hate mail, and downright ugly statements. This is not directly related to the situation of Rusty Water. Being silent is not my view either. However, being passive and making valid points are. Not to pull others into the melting, but go forward a couple months when it is snowing. The same exact shitstorm that is happening now will return then. There will be complaints every time snow falls on the road. So no, I'm not asking for people to be silent. or 100% positive about everything in Warren, but something nice would be a change. As for the whole business, you are 100% correct, but this is not sugarcoating anything. This page is a great tool for Jim and other residents, but it does not need to turn into a rage riot every time something happens. On a lighter note, not sweeping rusty water under a carpet seems to be counterproductive and messy. So we have one reply, and the reply is at David Johnson. If somebody is threatening anyone on a public Facebook page associated with the town, meaning this page, I would say the admin of said page needs to strike down the ban hammer on that person. That's not acceptable. That isn't what this is for. There is a difference between discussion and threatening of somebody. I don't have any examples to what you are referencing, though, at least not that I'm aware of. I don't usually look at every comment, though. Personal private pages are up to that person to deal with, as is direct messaging, email, or snail mail if they feel they are being threatened or harassed. I will say that just because somebody works for a specific company, that does not give the general public a right to bother them because they disagree with their company's employee. We all need to work to earn a paycheck whether we agree with how our employers conduct their business or not, and their conduct isn't a reflection on an employee personally. Maybe some people need to be reminded of that. Okay, this one says, Warren is a great little town. As a lifelong resident, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. Despite the issues with the town has, it's still a safe and beautiful place to raise your kids. And the fact that we now all have a place to express our concerns and make suggestions that actually get, quote, heard, end quote, shows that we are moving forward in the right direction. Social media is powerful, and although things may get heated at times, at least there is a place now that we can get information and contact a selectman directly and have concerns with people we may not otherwise had. Let's make our town the best we have, or best we can, one step at a time. Okay, moving on. On a lighter note, James Gagner gets kudos for the great effort on his difficult position. Thank you. Okay, then we have a post there. Okay, that's July 6th, 8:48 p.m. Okay, now moving on to, okay, so now where it gets a little interesting here. So this is a post from Melanie McGarry, July 5, 1:28 p.m. Trying to fill my pool this year, and this is what we've got for clear, clean water. And you can see it's dirty water. Okay, so I just clicked this link that says view 28 more comments. And I'm assuming this is partially what this is about. Okay, James Gagner, July 5, 1:38 p.m. I would be posting when the next meeting of the water district is. My understanding is that they hold them during the day. Please let me know. Let's see, I think I know a good lawyer. I do too, but she only does family law. It's someone else. My issue is I've been not drinking water. Can my kids get sick? It depends on contaminants in the water. Okay, okay, it's now 3:26 p.m. So as you can see, there's some concerned comments here. And then this one is quite interesting. Lauren Gagner, which is Jim Gagner's wife, uses a little angry face right here, and then posted this July 5 at 3:34 p.m. and says, the fact that the water district hears the complaints and remains silent beyond angers me. Again, I will state my biggest issue is there is no communication with the residents. A robocall when they flush is only a start. The water is a constant brown even before they started the downtown project. That cannot be the sole perpetrator nor the only thing to blame. If the pipes are old, they're old. Someone should start looking into grants. Come before the board and residents, whatever it takes to start addressing the issue and becoming to an agreement to start a fix. Okay, you're absolutely right, we've had brown water before the downtown project. Certain residents tell me to suck it up because if there was an issue, they'd have brown water too. Lauren Gagner posted a little angry face. Let's see. Steve Crystal, Jim, who are these useless people involved in the water district? They have zero communication skills. They should be front and center on the issue. Do we have their home phone number residents can call? Okay. Melanie McGarry, July 5, 4:08 p.m. I called the water district today and was told that they flush 3 times a year and are doing their best. I said the water is brown more than 3 times per year. Have they been flushing since June? They claim only July. The whole month. Why is that necessary? She told me to come talk to the commissioner at the meeting July 12 at 1 p.m. Nice convenient time for people that work. Let's see some more comments. Let's see, Steve Crystal. Do we have a name of the commissioner? Waiting until July 12 is wrong. He needs to have a meeting today or resign. She never gave me a name, but she said she could put my name on the docket for the day. Does anybody know this person's name? This is Jim Gagner, okay? Took some digging, but here is everything you should need. warrenwater.comcast.biz.net. So James Gagner does not know the name of the water commissioner of Warren Water District when James Gagner is a friend of David Johnson, and David Johnson on his profile page was on the Elect Jim Gagner page. So Jim Gagner says, took some digging, but here is everything you should need, rather than saying that David Johnson, the father, the senior, is actually the superintendent of Warren Water District. So I don't understand why James Gagner has to say took some digging and here's a link to find out who the person is. Let's see. Plus it's on I believe the town's website as well. I'm not sure. Both dates say June, no date for July. Okay, and then Jim Gagner then posted this, which is I think this will work. Posted the agenda right here. So this is for right here, July 12, 2016 on a Tuesday, Warren Water District, 988 Main Street, Warren, Mass. Meetings at 1 p.m. and town clerk received a June 22, 2016, 11:15 a.m. And here's the meeting agenda. I think I can you can see it. Minutes June 21, payroll June 26, July 3, July 10. Warren accounts payable, old business, 988 Main Street renovations, Reed Street contamination, new business, and that's it. So go back. Okay, back to here. Let's see. All right, Steve Crystal. They need to stop to stop hiding and speak to the residents. July 5, 7:03 p.m. What about the water ban? Do these people get paid for these positions? That's a question to Jim. Took that many, and then this, I like this comment. So this is another resident who says, it took that many gallons to realize it was brown. It isn't there also a water ban in town. Dave Gangoras, Steve Crystal, get your ass to a meeting to save some of your hot hair. I believe the ban is from 9 to 5. Melanie McGarry then replies back, no, it didn't take that many gallons. It started clear. I'm glad we did in the evening hours. We didn't notice how brown it was until the morning. And posted because he came to my house to personally talk with me about the water. I had been flushing the hydrant for 2.5 hours trying to get it clear. Cups of chlorine will do wonders. And then some whiny, whatever they are, faces. Let's see. Post from Derek. Okay. Town water, I believe, has high levels of metals, iron. When you use water to fill up a pool and you add chlorine, process of oxidation occurs. The water turns really dark. Dennis Vigari, we're all set now. Water is clear coming into the house. The small pool's water is being cleared up, and I'm also skinning the organics out. It is brown floaty stuff, not silt or sediment. Okay. Let's see. A post about from Emily on July 6th asking about issues about the water. So actually I'll let people read that if they want. All right, let's see what else. Okay, scrolling further down. James Gagner, July 5, 11:43 a.m. Keep your eyes opening. They don't have a picture, but if you see a bike like this, please let me know. He or she took it from her yard on Carpenter Street in Warren. Must be a bicycle. Attachment unavailable. Let's see, attachment unavailable. Okay, and then here's an initial post, July 5, 6:18 p.m. For those who wish to talk to the Warren Water District Board, the next meeting is July 12th at 1 p.m. at 988 Main Street, the little building across the street from Town Pizza. And that's the agenda I showed you earlier. Did the water department move? I thought they were in the bank building. They just moved. And so that's pretty much it, what I wanted to just go over the comments on what's going on about the Warren Water District Superintendent. Here's another one, Melanie McGarry. June 30, 9:14 p.m. What's the status on the water cleanup situation? This is ridiculous. Even when my sink filter can't do this job. Let's see what we got for comments on this one. Let's see. So as you can see, people discussing concerns here. It would be nice to see if the town's selectmen were concerned about what water the townspeople are drinking and ordered an independent test to see what's coming into our homes. An independent test is $300, not that much for the big scheme of things, just saying. Let's see, James Gagner, June 29, 7:08 a.m. Let's see what this says. Last night we announced that there will be a total of 3 articles on the warrant for the special town meeting on July 20th. One is to add some funding for the details that would be needed for the downtown project. This money is paid back by the vendor, but that takes time. This just ensures the police are paid while we wait for reimbursement. Okay. The other, it is a great opportunity to add parking to downtown while removing the eyesore that the building that used to be House Tebow's. For $104,000, we will own the lot. The best part is that the amount includes removal of the building, removal of the foundation, filling in the hole, and a layer of stone on top. This was made possible through a combined effort of myself, the current owner, and some others. We all know that the third one is about regarding the school budget. Please show up on the 20th and help us continue to move this town forward. Okay, moving down to comments. View 31 more comments. Wow. Okay, I'm not going to read all these, but I'll leave them here. Oops. Let's see. Right there. So it's basically discussion, I guess, about a parking lot. There's actually more replies up here. Oh, just one. All right, let's see. Okay, view more replies. All right, James Gagner, June 30, 4:19 a.m. The building is condemned. The owner would take care of any belongings. By now, everyone should have been able to get what they wanted out of there. Let's see. As you can see, there's a lot of posts here for this one. Alright, so I'll go back to the water department. Okay, June 29, 5:06 p.m. I spoke to the water department and they are saying that this morning's water discoloration is due to the work being done downtown. The workers were preparing drainage and they hit the pipes, estimated to be from around 1910, knocking loose any corrosion on those pipes and into our water. I was also told that a robocall will be going out to make everyone aware of the situation. As of the time of my writing, this has not happened. I requested someone from the water department make themselves available to speak about this at the next Selectmen's meeting. I will let you know how that request turns out. Okay, the last Selectmen's meeting was actually, I believe, Tuesday, June 28. Yes, it was. Okay. And this post was on a Wednesday. Okay. Oops. From Lauren Gagner, June 29, 5:17 p.m. I just want everyone to know we're as sick of this as you are. My biggest peeve about this is the lack of communication. If they knew that's what happened, then why wasn't a call sent out as soon as they knew, apologizing and explaining the situation? Things happen, especially with construction or with the flushing of hydrants. However, a little communication goes a long way. Let's see. Alright, down here. Alright, let's see. Alright, let me keep going. There's one other thing I want to get to here, which is right here. It's good. It's right in front of me. Okay, David Gangors. This is June 28, 8:59 p.m. Where was our third selectman tonight at the selectmen's meeting, ? And let's see, 7 people like this. Lauren Gagner, Jason Douglas, Diane, Kevin, okay, whatever. Alright, so this is interesting reading, which is why I wanted to bring this. Okay, James Gagner, June 28, 9:22 p.m. I don't know. He missed the meeting last week to set the date for the special town meeting. He missed the executive session we had scheduled for 6 p.m., and he missed the selectmen's meeting at 7. Our secretary said she got no calls, so your guess is as good as mine. Okay, next comment. How many can he mess before he gets replaced? James Gagner, I don't know what recourse we have, if any. If it continues, I'm sure it will be addressed by the board. June 28, 10:34 p.m. he said that. Then at June 28, 10:38 p.m., the citizens elected us, so we answer to you, not to the board. If you have any concerns, please come to a meeting, or you can call our office, 413-436-5702, extension 2, or email us at selectmen@warren-ma.info. Okay, let's see. I'm sure there is a good reason why he has not been there. I hope all is well with him, and we'll find out what is going on today. That was June 29, 6:02 a.m. So, okay, James Gagner, June 29, 12:18 a.m. So there were no messages left, and he had not returned a call from our office. A wellness check was requested by me out of concern. He was home. I have nothing more to add. Geez, I wonder. June 29, 4:31 a.m. Randy Duza. Okay. Foster Hill Transport based in West Warren, Mass. Is seeking experienced drivers. Okay. So that's pretty much what I just wanted to record, was some of those comments regarding the Warren Water District and water. James Gagner, Warren Police, let's see. Control substance. Let's see, that was June 29, 5:16 a.m. Town meeting, posted June 21, 4:23 a.m. I guess I'll just end it here with this. Right here, Warren Special Town Meeting, July 20, 2016, 6 p.m., Quaboag Regional High School Auditorium. This meeting will determine the school budget. PTO will approve babysitting for parents for those who wish to attend. And then we have some comments. I'm not going to read these. I'll just scroll through them quickly here. James Gagner, shared Warren Police Department posts. Let's see, due to construction, parking is restricted. So, oh, yeah, okay, I guess I did. There was one more thing. Okay, now I found it. So I'm just going in order here. Okay, Mr. Brian Croft. I know that, quote, Warren Water District, end quote, is not the town. Could you please provide me with an actual company name? For they have woken a sleeping giant. Whatever that is, EPA.gov. Okay, okay, then here's the information. Warren Water District, 20 Old West Brookfield Road, 436-9819. That was posted June 28, 5:19 a.m. The sarcasm and humor is appreciated as a private utility. James Gagner says at June 28, 9:49 p.m., there is no parent company or owner. It is managed by an elected board and funded by the ratepayers. Not sure how much clearer I can make that. And I don't understand your reference to sarcasm and humor. I thought I gave you what you were asking for. For more information, I would call them, as I don't know all the details about their ownership, nor do I have any jurisdiction over them. Okay, Mr. Brian Croft says, as a, quote, for-profit, end quote, company, there is an actual owner. Brian, I'm sorry that I don't have the answer you were looking for. I will call them with your questions. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. And that was June 28, 10:07 p.m. See. All right, so this goes back to June 10th. So at this point, I'm going to stop it here. I was just looking to basically get the water department conversation, as well as some of the concerns by David Johnson, the son, who's on the fire department with Jim Gagner, and the comments that were said. So we will end it there. So again, today is Saturday, July 9, 2016, and it is 3:51 p.m. And we'll stop the camera.